Good morning, children of God. It is great to be with you. Today, I have with me an important book that we use when we worship in the sanctuary. This is our hymnal. And in here we find the hymns or songs that we sing as a congregation. And even though we're not together in the sanctuary now, we can still sing hymns together from our homes during our online worship. Right after this children's message, Matt Batista will be singing a hymn that has been around for a long time and that is traditionally sung on this Sunday each year. The hymn is, "I Sing a Song of the Saints of God." So let me tell you a little story about this hymn. Almost 100 years ago, a woman named Mrs. Scott, who lived in England, wrote some songs for her young children to teach them about God. And with this song, Mrs. Scott wanted her children to know that saints are not just fancy people who have statues in churches. Saints are just regular folk like you and me. And eventually, Mrs. Scott's hymn was added to the collection of hymns sung in many churches, and it's in our hymnal. But I have a question. What exactly is a saint? Well, saints are everyday sort of people who spend their lives doing good for God, whether they're a minister sharing the good news, or a doctor helping the sick, or someone helping an elderly neighbor cut their grass, or someone spending time with a lonely person. God has called all of us to share his love with others. And this hymn reminds us that when we do this, we too can be saints. So, why do we sing this hymn on this Sunday? Well, today is All Saints Sunday. And today we remember those people in our church family who died this past year. And we're sad that they've died, but we're also blessed and we rejoice that we knew them and received God's love from them. We remember that they are saints by all the good things they did, and we work to follow their example. Here are some people that you may know or you may not remember or recognize, but each one of them has made a contribution to this church and you. So I remember Mr. Bob Watson, who often gave children's messages during church. Or maybe you remember him visiting your church school class and talking about kindness and caring for others. This is what he did when he met with the 5th and 6th graders last year. And Mr. Watson also knew a lot about our church history and even wrote a book about it. That's pretty cool. And here we have Mr. Chuck Stevenson. Mr. Stevenson sang in our choir for years and played the trumpet and gave our church his gift of song and music. And we have Ms. Nan Hofflin, who was a teacher and loved and cared for nature and really loved butterflies. And she made these beautiful sun prints. And look at this one, has a butterfly on it. And she sold these cards, and the money that she made from selling these cards, she helped fund the high school mission trip. That is pretty cool. So we have all been touched by these special people. And there are many other people in our church who have passed away this year, and each one of them has made a contribution to God and us by being part of our congregation. So we are all blessed children of God, and as his children, we too can be saints today, tomorrow, and every day. Will you say a prayer with me? Dear God, today we sing a song of your saints. We are thankful for the saints we have known, Please help me to be a saint too. Amen. So listen as Matt sings, I sing a song of the saints of God, and hear how saints are just regular folk who love God and share God's love with others. Matt will also sing this hymn at the end of our service too. So I look forward to being with you again soon. And in the meantime, lots and lots of hugs.